Hello, my name is Rivaz Mayoki. Let's see, will the addition of my small microphone reduce the echo? Anyway, I'm playing with a new set and just rubbing against the drapes makes sounds. Anyway, used to perfection and perfect recollection, we doubt our senses. No, we don't doubt our senses. We don't doubt our memory. We doubt the world. It's easier to doubt the world than to doubt your senses, because doubting yourself is doubting your sanity, and that can make life quite difficult. So it's easier to just doubt the world. Anyway, I've been enjoying videos about Mandela effect. I'm sure you heard of it, especially if you clicked on it. And I won't now, no, I won't be talking about new Mandela effects, and I won't be mocking the Mandela effect, and I won't be supporting it either. Anyway, if you're here to hate, feel free to hate, but I would rather like to think about the world, because it's quite easy to dismiss a theory as stupid, as foolish, as just it has no merit. It can't be people are stupid, you just remember it wrong, and you just like, what are you doing with your life? But our minds are wired to believe our senses. So when you remember something and if it's wrong, it's easier to doubt the world than to doubt yourself. Because if the world changed, you're the one who's right and you're in the safe. But if you're the wrong, then you have to doubt your memory all the same. So I was watching Mandela Effect videos, and I found most of it funny, I shall admit. Although I like the concept. I adore the concept, because the multiverse is more likely the reality that is real than just being a single reality. And crossing through the multiple timelines as a sci-fi author, it's gold. I love it. I will always watch it. And I, quite frankly, always hope that they will offer me something tangible that will be, oh, what a great Mandela effect. So, at first, let's just say that I have a good enough memory to know that it's flawed. Because as you grow older, and I'm in my 40s now, just started, so I know that the memories compress, especially if you don't maintain them. They compress and they merge, and you don't know what happened on what day. That's with my memory. So if I get something wrong, oh, it's a mishap. I'm used to it because I forget years, dates, names, everything is blended. I just meet people and it's blank. Ooh, I knew their name. I remember I knew their name. But what is it? I have no idea. But recently, a few Mandela effects happened all of my own. And it's my probably faulty memory. But I must admit they are big enough for me to feel uneasy about them. Because when you watch those Mandela videos, you see, oh, it's not A, it's E, it's a letter changed, a few stripes in a logo changed. I'm not such a visual thinker to know exactly how logos look, and it just seems like something I would forget. I know I would. But me and my sister were watching a documentary, Europe from Air. It's quite fun. Anyway, and they said that the height of Mont Blanc, and it was, I think it was 4 km.7. You see, I'm terrible with numbers, and I already forgot what Mont Blanc was. How is Mont Blanc? Even if that's a fact I came across many times in my time, because I'm a hiker and I like to hike, and how tall are some mountains are things I will come across quite often. But I'm bad with numbers, and numbers just like slip my mind. They have no personality most of the time, and I have no way of really remembering them. I will know few dates of someone's birth, but I'm not great. And so I thought to tell to my sister, oh, how is Mont Blanc so high? He can't be that high. He's almost as high as Mount Everest. And she's like, no, Mount Everest, much higher. I was like, no, Mount Everest is 5 km 0.54. And she was like, no way, it's just 5 kilometers tall. I'm like, of course it's 5 kilometers tall. How tall could it be? Because for me, the height of Mount Everest isn't a neutral number. It's something I use to measure other things against, to think about documentaries. In documentaries, they used it to show how deep the Mariana Trench was. It's an active number in my mind. And I was like, no, it must be 5 kilometers. And she Googled it, and it's 8 kilometers, 0.84. And it's always been 8 kilometers, 0.84. I even Googled to see, did they measure it wrong in the past, so I have the wrong information because I'm old. No, it was always 8 kilometers, 0.84. And for me, it's like, but that's one thing I was quite certain of. So she Googled when the Mount Everest was 5 kilometers high, and it was 15,000 years ago. So we have a proposition. We can look at this as like, I was there 15,000 years ago when this civilization had his first run, and now I'm here 15,000 years later. But that's quite impossible because I went to school and I encountered that number. Theory number 2 is Mandela effect. I'm from some universe when the Mount Everest is 5 kilometers high. It's a fun theory. Hopefully in this universe I'm successful and everything will be fine. I will be rich beyond my dreams. And in that one I wasn't boding all that well. So, and the third one is less fun. That my memory made a relapse, even though it's hard to accept it because 8 is a number that has a personality for me and I don't like it very much. So that was my Mandela effect, and it's quite easy to say, oh, the world is at fault. I'm not that old that my memory slips so profoundly. And then 2 days later, a song came on the radio, a Croatian song, and I was like, since when was this song by this band? And I was sure the song was older 20 years than it was, and in that it was sung by someone completely else. But I'm unable to find that other song. So anyway, those are my Mandela effects. My failing memory because I don't keep up with the Croatian music scene, and I'm terrible at remembering numbers. But what can you do? That's just you. Your mind is limited. But on the other hand, if there are multiverses and there is a Mandela effect, I still find it funny that people are so threatened by it, because for me, I don't think it's a collider there making havoc. I think if there are multiverses, we travel between them all the time, not noticing, because let's face it, how much information do we really retain? How much do we notice small things around them, and how much our mind can really retain for a very long time? I know mine can't, because I tend to always work on new things and just memories slip away. But I watched today about Egypt, about the pyramids, and there was a Khufu pyramid, and I was like, since when there is a Khufu pyramid? I never heard of a Khufu pyramid. So I'm getting old, things changing, and even if there is a Mandela effect, I'm not too worried about it. I'm just not a worrying type of a girl. So anyway, what do you think? Are you from the universe where the Himalayas are 5 kilometers tall and where pyramids have different names? If you are, I hope this is a better universe than that one. See you around. Bye.